Today, we're going to review the OCR Statement Reconciliation. If you sign up for this optional service, then you will have the ability to read your statements through the OCR, and they will come into the workflow with the vendor identified and the line item information on the statement. To reconcile, you will go to the transaction statement search page, and this will give you the opportunity to search for any of the statements that are in here. You can search by status, opened statements, closed statements. You can search by vendor. You can search by date range of statement information or invoice information. What you will get when you do your search is you will get a listing of all of the statements with the criteria that you chose. And you can see which ones are opened, which ones are closed, how many line items are on each statement, and when they were last updated, when they imported, and the date information, and so forth. When you want to reconcile a statement, you click on the statement number and it will take you into the statement reconciliation page. On this page, you will be able to see the information that was OCR'd. So you have the statement identifier, you have who the vendor is and the statement date. You also then have all of the line items that were on that statement. It will have invoice number, invoice date. If there is some kind of a description that goes with that, that will also be picked up. And if there's a purchase order number, that will be picked up. And the statement total for that invoice will also be picked up. When the statement imports, if there is a matching vendor, invoice, date, PO, and statement total, then the invoice line will be automatically marked as completed. If there is not, then it will be open for you to enter a matched invoice. So if you did receive the invoice and it is under a different invoice number, or it has a different total, or for some reason just was not able to be matched up automatically, you can type in what the matched invoice number is, or any criteria. You can say that it was manually entered. You can put an invoice number. You can put invalid, anything you want into the matched invoice field, and click on the edit here at the end. And it will then tell you that the invoice is matched up. If that invoice number does match to another invoice that is already in the workflow, it will tell you what status that particular invoice is in. So if for some reason it could not automatically find that, then when you enter the matched invoice number, it will tell you if it has found it and what status that particular invoice is in. Invoices that are imported throughout the day will have a reconciliation run each evening against the statements to see if there are still additional open items on that statement. Once all invoice lines on the statement are completed and have a match, the statement will be considered as closed. So long as there is still an open invoice on the statement, it will be considered as open. You also have the ability to do communications through the statement reconciliation. So you do not have to have vendor portal in order to use the statement reconciliation. Statement reconciliation is a separate add-on from vendor portal, but we do allow you through the statements to go ahead and email the vendors if you so wish, to send them a notification that they need to resubmit invoices or whatever you might need. So if you want to send a notification either to the vendor or internally, you simply check off the lines that you would like to send the notification for, and you can type in an AP contact, or you can choose somebody from your workflow to send it to internally. If you click on Notify Vendor, then whomever is in the AP contact or the email to will get an email notification that has the invoices you marked listed and whatever comment that you have entered into the comment entry. that will leave a record in your comment history, your action information down here below with the date and time, who made the action, who the email went to, and any notes that you added to that. So not just on your individual invoices, but also on your statements, you can now do some reconciliation, vendor and internal communication, and reduce the load that it takes to look at each individual line of a statement. You're only looking at exceptions and managing exceptions at this point. If you would like to have some more information regarding the statement processing, please contact the Nimbello Sales Team.